Ding, fires are done. Ding, fires are done. All right, y'all. I am back for probably the last gameplay of good old Arkham Origins. I don't think there's much left. I think we go through the prison, and then I think Bane's the final boss, if I remember correctly. And then some story stuff, and then I'll be talking to credits. So here we go.
Enough screwing around. Kill him, and let's get out of here.
Oh, I leveled.
This is Captain Gordon. Keep someone on the inside to secure the main gate.
Nothing but trap.
Repeat, this is Captain Gordon. I need someone on the inside to secure the front gates to Blackgate Prison. Can anyone hear me?
Uh-oh. Alright, I gotta kill these. Not kill them, but you know what I mean.
Look at what we got here. Bullet ought to stop you.
Yeah, you would think it would, but it don't.
He's going down.
But I'm not yelling timber. Ha ha. Oh man.
I'm gonna charge ya. Fine. Pile on.
Thanks. Thanks for...
I could use your help. Captain Gordon's on his way. Secure the gates for him, then help him lock this place down. The Joker cannot be allowed out of here.
Yes, sir. We're on it. Prison Officer 4-7 to Captain James Gordon. What is your ETA at Blackgate?
About 5 minutes. You getting those gates open?
Be ready by the time you're here.
I think I got... No, there's still one close thing I don't have yet. What am I missing? Oh, the very last one. I thought I got that earlier. Wait, how many points do I have? Could have sworn I got that upgrade in my last gameplay. Alas, I did not, apparently.
I've been listening to the reports coming out of Blackgate. Everything okay?
I should be asking you that. How are you feeling?
Well, it's not every day that one's heart must be crudely resuscitated by defibrillation, but I must say I feel remarkably well, considering.
Good to hear. Any arrhythmia, let me know immediately.
Of course. But honestly, Bruce, I do think you have bigger things to worry about right now.
Arrhythmia. That's a word you don't hear a whole lot. Yeah, I must have went the wrong way. Or maybe I didn't? What am I missing? The big obvious floor. Yeah, that like remote launcher thing's pretty handy. I like it. I don't remember if that's the thing in the city.
Something is sending a strong electric current into the water. I should be careful.
As I like dive into the water. All right, here we go. So what is doing that? I appreciate you could stand right by that shit and blow it up, and his reaction to it was just whatever. Like, it doesn't even faze him. He's just like, whatever. So weird. I'm like standing on glue. I mean, yeah, it's a video game and nothing about this makes sense, but for some reason my brain draws the line at I'm standing on glue. That's like the threshold where I just go, nope, I disagree with this. Okay, what good did that do? Hey, wait. Ah, I missed my window. Damn it. Okay, but what does that do for me? Oh, I see. Was that an old Eddie Murphy that had that old skit where he's like, but what has he done for you lately? I think that was Eddie Murphy, like old Eddie. I mean, like 1980 something Eddie Murphy. Oh no!
We're almost there. I can taste the fresh air. We're screwed.
What up, fellas?
Break all his bones! Am I gonna die?
Nah, I ain't gonna kill you.
Like the bat showed up early for our little rendezvous. Do me a favor and keep him busy while I finish up in here.
How the hell would I know?
She's telling the truth. It's never gonna come to internal skills. Shut your face, cops. Or I'll shut it for you, permanently.
Just kill me and get it over with.
I think I'll make you suffer first.
I should try the army. This line of work ain't safe. No escape this time!
Hey, you okay, man?
And of course, he just happens to turn around.
Over here! Where are you? Your back's on me! Why won't you die?
I thought the smoke would hide me.
Hey, he's right here! He's trying to distract us with smoke! I told you to watch your back, didn't I?
I don't think we're gonna last too long at this rate.
Nothing we can do, man. We gotta look out.
I should just die and start over. But I ain't gonna.
was wrong.
He's picking us off one by one. We gotta play it smart.
I'll just pretend it's one HP challenge.
Bullet in his head, he'll die like anyone else. He's in trouble. Over here! Over here! That's how we do it in my town.
Oh my!
Oh, too bad, so sad.
Well, son of a bitch. You know, I wonder why Mark Hamill didn't voice the Joker in this game.
Called kill or be killed. Here's how it works. You kill Batman, or I kill you.
She's telling the truth.
Got it?
They'd never give the codes to an inches. Shut your face, Pop. Or I'll shut it for you, permanently. Everybody, get over here now! I want to die! Over here! Over here!
Oh shit! They can see me in here. All right, just kill him. Just kill him. I should have ran over that way.
Oh, too bad, so sad.
Okay, time for some introductions. Batman meet the prisoners. Prisoners meet the Batman. Now, prisoners, please kill the Batman.
Telling the truth. They'd never give the code to an intern. You gotta or I'll shut it down! On me! I got him! Ha! You're mine! Stand clear! Some kind of spider monkey? Listen up. Spread out and find us something. Got it?
All right. So far, this attempt going much better.
Me and my gun is out here waiting.
You all standing around for? The man just gave away his location.
Ah, he won't do an inverted takedown.
Boss was right. Look at this poor bastard.
You okay? Come on, man, answer me.
Heads up, he's close. This thing's too long. Keep moving.
Starting to really hate this holiday.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Standing around for? The man just gave away his location.
This dude's like glitched out up here. Wonder if I can both of them. Okay, that works. That works. All right, so there's 3 left.
I think we're in trouble. Someone give me a hand.
All right, now I just need these fools to split up.
Come back for you once I take him out.
He's got one of us. Spread out and find him.
Oh, it's a good thing I didn't go down. I was gonna go after that
Worried
guy.
about where these guys are gonna end up. I mean, Blackgate's finished. You think GCPD can hold them all?
Things are getting out of hand.
I was wondering. I was like, dude, I'm hitting Y. what's going on right here, but thank you.
I can't find them.
And you never will. Lucy!
Maybe those hostages know where the Joker's hiding.
Hey, it's Harley.
Are you okay?
What's it to you?
You were almost killed.
Occupational hazard. Look, I know why you're here. He's in the Panopticon, and he's waiting for you.
The Panopticon is, what's that? I never heard of that word before. Oh, Harley, before she came Harley. I'll have to look that word up. Definitely never heard of that before. Panopticon. Not fun. Well, what is a panopticon? The panopticon is a type of institutional building and a system of control designed by the English philosopher and social theorist Jeremy Bentham in the 18th century. The concept of the design is to allow all prisoners of an institution to be observed by a single security guard without the inmates being able to tell whether they are being watched. Obviously. Sorry. I ain't familiar with jails beyond drunk tank and holding cells. Who's this?
Apparently the Joker's afraid of me. Wouldn't let me out. And for good reason. I don't like having my time wasted.
You should have known trying to kill me was a waste of your time.
Well, you won't have to worry about that anymore. Not unless someone else puts up 50 million bucks.
I wasn't worried.
Okay. Well, they're thumping someone down here. Can I play? Bitch.
I'll take this.
get my ass kicked. Yeah, I may as well just die and start over. Yeah, if I get hit one more time, I'm dead. I deserve it for playing bad. I just hate to get this far into a fight and lose. Oh shit! I didn't know that big bitch was in there. Fucking hell.
Looks like I'm gonna need to find a new playmate. Oh, and we were having so much fun, too!
Oh shit! That's twice that bitch got me.
He's going down! I can't see him anymore!
Alright, bitch. Wait, no. I might need to go after the big guy. Wow, that was intense. Holy shit. Oh, and I leveled up. Nice. Well, I'm done on my close combat. I guess we'll do the invisible predator upgrades, even though, like, I think all these kind of suck from, like, a stealth perspective. Yeah, this sucks. What's this for? Yeah, all the other upgrades suck. Sure, I'll just improve batterings. Why not?
Come on, Batman. Just a few more steps until you witness what I have in store for you. But your spine is just tingling with anticipation. I know mine is. Like a young boy obsessing over that big...
Another big room? I'm going for the big guy. Hitch. Ow. Ow.
Stop moving!
Oh shit, is there? Oh no, it's not. I thought it was a big guy. That's because you guys ain't got kung fu grip. Ooh. God, I keep throwing huge groups of enemies at me. Ow. My fucking head.
Let him go.
I understand you. You had a chance to let me die, and you didn't take it. I bet right now you're wishing you had. I've killed a lot of people. I brought the city to its knees, crippled the police force, and it's not even time to unwrap our presents. Ship it!
Let's do this.
Okay, okay. So, what our friend Crane holds in his hand is a heart monitor. Once he clamps it on, every beat of his bacon little heart will charge the battery on this electric chair. And when it's fully charged... So either you kill Bane...
No, I won't kill him.
But you will. You will fight me with all your resolve, or you will die. Someone is going to die. You, me, or the clown. The question of which one of us it is in your hands. A compassionate man would be home, mourning the loss of his servant and lifelong companion right now. Yet here...
How do you avoid that? Oh, like that.
Not long now, Batman.
Just in case either you were thinking of getting small, try to remove the heart monitor and kaboom! Things on the walls in the house made it happen.
Oh shit, minions.
Watch out for the Bane train! Fight me!
Did I hit the button wrong? Like, oh no, it's a cutscene.
Don't move.
Maybe you should move.
Oh, good lord.
Careful, Jim. When that chair goes off, that's 2,000 volts. You won't make it.
You don't need to.
Jim. Have a seat, Jimbo. We'll fry together like two little potato latkes.
I got a pulse.
I'm gonna jumpstart your heart.
Kill you again. May you find the peace in death that you did not find in life.
I'm not looking for peace. My shock gloves to temporarily stop Bane's heart. That's my only hope.
He is on a roll.
Nowhere safe.
Come on, that killer. At least do it to save me.
are gonna start charging? What the fuck? I'm trying to ignore the minions as best I can. Trying. Because the minions are just there to like fuck you up. Yeah, like that.
He is on a roll.
Hey, what the fuck? I didn't do it. What the fuck happened? He just stopped the beat there. Oh my god.
I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed. That's like the 5th time this game's glitched on me. Alright.
Use my shock gloves to temporarily stop Finn's heart.
Okay.
Watch out for the baby train. Ooh, look at him.
This is starting to really fucking get on my nerves. This is ridiculous. Holy shit.
Ooh, he is on a roll.
Rise for the challenge.
Oh, shit. Toot, toot. Watch out for the Bane train.
Your attention, Batman. Accept your
How did that hit me? You bitch! Dude, stop.
He did it!
The game is over, Joker. Let Captain Gordon go.
Yeah, put the gun down, freak.
How about I put you down?
Gordon!
Well, that's the Christmas spirit. Well, I'd love to stay and celebrate your victory, but I've got stockings to stuff, mistletoe to hang, and about 15 skyscrapers to blow up before sunrise. Ciao!
Thank God you had your vest on.
He's got my gun!
Gordon, Joseph, I need your help to stop the Joker.
Our help? You're the so-called vigilante. Or is one kill enough for you tonight?
Bane's in cardiopulmonary arrest. I have only minutes to resuscitate him before it's too late.
You mean you didn't?
That's not how I do things. Now go. Come on.
I feel like he's gonna come back and just like beat my ass. Thanks.
You leave me no choice, Mr. Wayne.
Bane's lab.
I'll start looking into it now, sir. Master Bruce, the TN1 Bane just injected will reach its full potency in 10 minutes. If you can't defeat him by then, you won't be able to withstand his attacks.
He's gonna pop! Bullet to Gordon, you read me? You okay? Harvey, I need you to secure every exit out of Blackgate. Sewers, front doors, I don't care. The Joker cannot escape. We're on it.
One more.
Oh shit. Oh. Whoa, wait, scary man. Can I sneak up on him? Yeah, I can.
Get off!
Oh, yeah.
Must fight!
You're crazy if you think I'm gonna fight you head on. Hell no, bro.
He's back to great again.
That thing is huge!
Sir, you have only minutes before the TN1 takes full effect. Use those electrified doors to your advantage.
Bullet to Gordon, we got the place secure. Any update? I'm with the ward. I think the Joker's heading to death row. We got the place surrounded. No way he's getting out. You better be damn sure about that.
Destroyed, great! Get off!
What the hell is that thing? Blackgate prison. The Joker has us pinned down in death row. Requesting reinforcements. Repeat, this is Captain Gordon requesting reinforcements. Pinned down on death row at Blackgate.
Joker has Gordon pinned down in death row. I need to hurry.
Oh no. It didn't work.
I have to stand.
Oh my god, no.
What happened? Where'd he go? They trying to kill each other.
Sir, if you can't finish Bane off soon, that TN1 will make him unbeatable.
It's over, Alfred. I've defeated Bane.
Master Bruce, are you all right?
I love how Batman still has to string him up. That big old.
Master Bruce, can you hear me?
Yes, and thank you for the help with Bane.
I trust he's down for good this time.
He's secure, and it appears the TN1 Bane took damaged his memory permanently.
Does that mean he won't be revealing your identity?
Looks that way.
Glad to hear it, sir. And the Joker?
He's still on the loose, but not for long.
All right, let's do my upgrade for a thing that I don't even use that much. Very cool. Stay here.
This is Captain Gordon at Blackgate Prison, requesting immediate medevac. Warden Joseph has been shot. Repeat, Warden Joseph is down.
EMT chopper en route. ETA 15 minutes.
Tell them to hurry up.
Where am I going? Where am I going, Batman? Oh, probably up that way. It's Batman. He doesn't use doors. Man, freaking Batman can take a licking and keep on taking, man. Like, he got punched through a wall and he's still going. Shoot, man. I fall out of bed. I'm laid up for a week. Not Batman, though.
Where's Gordon?
Sniper! Would your locals back for more?
Hey, buddy.
One night, not yet 11.
Son of a bitch!
Screw this! Want the Joker? Take him.
Help me keep these guys off the warden.
Oh, no, not you.
Yeah, get a word.
You're lunch.
Dude, after that Bane fight, I just don't have it in me.
This ain't right.
One time's over, freak.
Fight well.
Man, Gordon's out here just bodying dudes. Holy shit.
Ain't you got a date? Yeah, this'll.
I mean, look at that. Gordon just laid up a pile of dudes over here. Oh, I thought we killed this guy. Dude, die, you piece of shit.
Joseph, they're on their way. You're going to make it.
Where's the Joker?
He went through that door, towards the chapel.
Thanks.
Wait, what? That's very, scary.
Oh, that's... it's so... What a night!
Fresh off the kill, and back for more, eh?
Bane's still alive.
Now that's not funny. Is all this for you, or for me? You must know I'm a lost cause. You just can't get it through your thick scalp. Ugh. We both exist because of them!
Give up! You've lost.
to it, isn't it? You like the way it feels. It's what you need. Come on, baby. Beat me till your knuckles bleed. And why quit there? You know there's only one way to stop me.
Any one of my guys would have killed him.
The city deserves better than that.
You know, my daughter thinks you're a hero. But I still have to bring you in.
Gordon, come in. What's your 20?
I'm in the chapel. We got the Joker.
Son of a bitch. You caught him. And how did you do that?
I had some help. I keep asking myself why I didn't bring him in. And I now know the truth is, I let him go because of you. Because you believe in him. I don't know. They put me in charge of a station full of rotten cops. And I can't change them. Any more than I can change this damn city. Or at least, that's what I used to think.
Stopped his heart. That is funny. Good one, Bats. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Maybe I can give them something to believe in. Maybe he can give them something to believe in.
Credits? Yep. Credits. Okay. What do I think of this game? I like it a lot. All right, good talk. But I do. I say that a lot when I get into like, well, I think this game, I like it. I do really like this game. I like the story a lot. I'll just go and get this out of my system. But the one hang up I have about this game, and I didn't feel it as much this time playing it, but the one hang up I had when I first played this game, you know, for the very first time years and years ago, was how Batman shows up in this game, and he's supposed to be like, I guess, year 2 Batman. So he's still new. Not a lot of people know who he is. He's still kind of like an urban legend kind of deal, or a myth, I guess. But he's early Batman, but he has better tech than like you had access to in the first 2 games. And for some reason that really bugged the shit out of me when I first played this game.
I tried so hard, my dear, to show that you're my every dream. Yet you're afraid each thing I do is just some evil scheme. A memory from your lonesome past keeps us so far apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? Another crime before my time made your heart sad and blue. And so now you make me pay for things I didn't do. In anger, unkind words are said that make the teardrops start. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? You'll never know how much it hurts to never see you smile. You know you need and want to laugh, yet you claim it's not your style. Why do you hide behind that mask? I'm trying to do my part. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? There was a time when I believed that you belonged to me. But now I know your heart is shackled to a memory. You won't admit that we're the same, and it's tearing me apart! Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart?
Okay.
Our next guest, political strategist Dean Snyder, has been following tonight's events since the start, more than 8 hours ago. Dr. Snyder, let's start with you. What's your view?
Well, Jack, it's a travesty. The ultimate failing of the justice system. A vigilante cleaning up our streets after countless deaths and bombings? What has happened to our police force? And what about James Gordon? He didn't exactly prove himself tonight.
Hold on a minute, Dean. Now, I'm no defender of the GCPD or Captain Gordon for that matter. Like you said, tonight's debacle is some reflection of his efficacy, but I can't see any police force in any municipality doing a substantially better job against criminals like this Joker character or any of the hired killers he's brought into town. I mean, these guys are a different breed. We've never seen anything like this. So for me, it's less a reflection on Gotham's cops and more of a reflection on the state of our country. A country where our mental health and education systems are so warped and broken that we produce criminals of this nature.
You raise an interesting point, Hank, but what I'm wondering is what we'll do next.
No, it's not an interesting point. It's just plain wrong. They're both wrong. This isn't about the police or the Batman. It isn't about the state of our nation somehow churning out a dangerous new batch of the criminally deranged. It's about the failing of one single institution. An institution which, in my view, represents the biggest threat to Gotham and its citizens. A time bomb, just waiting to go off. If tonight's events have taught us anything, it's that Blackgate is not the place to be housing our city's most dangerous offenders. Not one, but 2 prison breaks in the same night. All of tonight's tragedies would have been avoided if Gotham had a proper treatment facility for its top echelon offenders. A place with impenetrable security, where the most dangerous could be isolated, rehabilitated, and treated for their illness. A place like Arkham Asylum. And after what happened tonight, I promise the good people of Gotham that I will work tirelessly. I will lobby the city council, go to the governor if I have to, do everything in my power to get Arkham Asylum reopened, so we can all sleep a little easier.
There you have it. Quincy Sharp placing the blame for tonight's events not on the Batman, not on the Joker, but on Blackgate Prison, and pledging to return Arkham Asylum to full operations. We'll be back with more from Mr. Sharp and our other guests when the Jack Ryder Hour continues after this message.
Cool. I didn't know there was gonna be another Joker singing segment. All right, let's talk about the dude that played Joker. I may have missed the man's name. I don't know the man's name who played Joker in this game. But he, you know, he did a really good job. And I said this in one of the gameplays where he got a lot of guff. I feel like for, it's like, oh, his performance is just miming or mimicking Luke Skywalker's. I can't think of the guy's name. God damn it. Mark Hamill. And he kind of had to, right? Like, if this Joker showed up in this game and he was so different than the other two, you know, from the first 2 games, people will be like, wait, I'm confused. Like, who is this character? You know what I mean? Like, if like Jared Leto, which I hate that Joker for the record. God, he did such a bad job. Like, he's a good actor. I like him in other things, not as Joker though. God, that was an awful, awful performance. But anyway, you know, like he kind of had to be Mark Hamill, and I don't know why Mark Hamill didn't voice that. Maybe he was busy with something else at the time. I don't know. I mean, I don't know the story there. but for kind of what he was up against, the legendary performance of Mark Hamill, who's been the Joker for like friggin' over a decade at that point, to come in behind him and do a Joker that's, you know, pretty good, you know, very Mark Hamill-ish. So it's a you know, good job. I like the things they added to this game. I like the fast travel. I like the little zippy flying gliding thing in the city. I like how they added all these other little gadgets and shit. That little line shooter thing's cool. I don't like the shock gauntlets. I mean, they're neat, but I feel like once you get them, then the game kind of relies on you to have them in order to take out the thugs pretty quickly. And that leads me to my next point with the combat. The combat in this game takes too long. Like, it's super spongy. Like, I'm not sure how to explain it, but like the other games, enemies didn't, you know, they go down maybe 3 times and okay, you're done, moving on to the next enemy. This game, you gotta fucking thump dudes like 5, 6, 7 times before they stay dead. And then you get the gauntlets. Yeah, sure, you're wrecking them then, and that's great. But I'm like, I feel like they designed the whole combat sponginess around you having those gauntlets. So until you have those, the combat kind of sucks. And even then, it's like, I feel like I'm not even really doing anything until I charge up the gauntlets. And I'm like, all right, yeah, now I can start wrecking dudes. Like, I love that they included something new, like a gadget, and I do like that a lot, but I feel like it kind of took away from some of the bigger combat. But sometimes the combat was just a chore. Like, I don't know, I found myself frustrated in this game. Like, and I said this before, and I don't know if a different studio made this game. You know, if like I can't remember the company who made the first 2 games, but if they like gave the engine to another studio altogether and said, well, here, make this game because we're making another game, because like everything's there. I mean, all the buttons and everything that was there from the first 2 games is still there, right? The combos, the counters, the grapples, like it's all there, but it feels off. I don't know how to explain it. And it's even with the AI, there are plenty of times I'll land behind a motherfucker and like buttons wouldn't work. Or they would just randomly turn around, or they wouldn't act the way I would expect them to do. Or sometimes Batman wouldn't even do shit that I would expect him to do. There are combos that will get fucked up, and I'm like, I know I'm bad at this game, but I'm hitting the button. Like, I know it's not me. So there's a certain element of, you know, I feel like there was some glitches afoot, and I hate that I feel that way, but you know, little glitchiness. Now maybe that's the PC version I'm playing. Maybe that's the game. Maybe it's the studio. I don't know. But and I said this in one of my earlier gameplays. It feels off. I don't even remember having this kind of feeling when I played Arkham Knight. You know. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I should look it up. I almost feel like someone else made this game that wasn't the original studio. Like they just gave them all the tools and said, "Here you go." You know. I don't know. I say we'll see. I'll probably never look it up because I don't care that much. Hell, this rant I'm going on right now, I'll forget about it in 5 minutes and then I'll be watching TV or something. I am looking forward to playing Arkham Knight tomorrow because that'll be fun. I haven't played that game since it came out. Actually, when it came out, I played it and bought it. It was funny on Arkham Knight. I played it on PC. It was the first thing I bought it on. And it ran so poorly. Like, I remember installing it, got it running, and it was running at like, I swear, like less than 30 frames. And I'm like, what is going on? Check some settings. I'm like, no, this can't be right. And I go check some forums, and some people were like, yeah, it sucks. It blah 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 blah. It was so bad, I refunded the game, and I actually bought it on PlayStation. But I have it on Steam now, so we're gonna try it out. I mean, they've had friggin' 6 years or more to patch it, so surely it's working correctly now. I hope so. Anyway, back to this game I'm actually playing or played. The boss encounters are pretty cool. What's his name, Deathstroke, that fight was a little dumb. I didn't care for that fight very much. And like the Bane fights are neat, but they're copy pasted. Like the one you fight on the roof next to the hotel is the same fucking one that you fight in the prison. It's the same boss fight, literally copy paste. It's the same fight. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And then the final fight with Bane, it was alright. You know, it was something different. It was creative. But yeah, you like got to fight Croc. You know, that was a pretty cool fight. You got to fight I think out of all the boss fights, out of every single one, I liked I like the shock dude the most because he comes up and he's badass. He's thumping these gauntlets, and you're like, oh man, this is gonna be like a crazy fight. And then you one shot, and I'm like, oh. And then you see him again, and I'm like, okay, maybe I get to fire him this time. Joker just immediately kills him. I'm like, all right, well, never mind. Anyway, the actual fight I liked the most was the Firefly fight because I don't know, I just thought it was creative for what it was. You know what's funny though is I still don't think this game is as good as Arkham City. I think Arkham City is a better game, just as far as like the narrative and the boss fights and the encounters. It's just a better game. That doesn't mean this game's bad. This game has plenty of things it did right and plenty of things that I enjoyed. One complaint I do have about this game, I just thought about it, and you know, in my gameplay you'll see it, is they don't do a really good job of giving you directional guidance in a lot of places. And this game likes to lead you in these big buildings, which is okay. I mean, that I don't mind going inside buildings in these games, but there's lots of times where, you know, like there's no lighting, there's no like real sense of direction, so you're like, well, where the fuck do I go now? And that's something I never really had a problem with in Arkham Asylum, which is nothing but inside buildings, or maybe like one time in Arkham Asylum in that crazy person jail cell there, I was confused. Anyway, Arkham City, I don't recall having that problem. For some reason, Arkham Origins, there was a lot of times I'm just like, dude, I'm lost. I don't know where to go. I specifically remember that penguin boat section. Man, I was lost as shit. But anyway, there is a lot of content to this game. Like, yeah, I mean, the main story, like I'm probably at 25-26% on the completion thing, but you know, there's still like the Riddler challenges, there's still penguin shit, there's still the what's it, anarchists, there's still other stuff to do in this game. Like there is a lot of content here, and I don't know if they did DLC to this game. I'm not doing it if they did, but I don't remember if there was DLC or not. Hell, I don't remember if there was DLC in Arkham Knight. I think there was, but I don't remember. Arkham City had like pretty good DLC from what I remember. Man, DLC, that's still, you know, I'm like 41 years or almost 41 years old, and you know, I grew up in the 80s, you know, in like the Nintendo, you know, literally a cartridge era of video gaming. And you know, back in those days, when you had a game, like whatever was on that cart, that's what you had, right? Like there was no like, oh, they'll patch it or I can download something. Like that shit didn't exist. Like there was no downloading. Like if you teleported me back in time and I'm like, hey, you know, little Kenzo, like you can download another level, and I'd be like, download? Like what is that? I'm like, oh, you get it from the internet. What's the internet? You know, like I mean, the internet did exist back in the 80s, but not like what it is now. That's for fucking sure. Anyway, I said all that to say this, you know, so like these games when they come out, I just expect there's gonna be DLC. Like this new game that's coming out, the Arkham, what is it called, Arkham Knights or whatever. Like I just expect there to be DLC. You know what I mean? Like there's going to be DLC, there's going to be a bunch of content, whatever. The thing I kind of don't like about that though is there are times that a game comes out and I just feel like it came out too early. For example, here's the easiest example I can give. Anyone that's played this game will know what I'm talking about. Battlefield 2042 came out, and man, that is a bad game. Like I tried, man. I really gave that game time and effort. I mean, I'm like level almost 100, or I might be level 100 or something in that game. I think I have like 50 hours of playtime, something like that. I don't have it installed anymore, so no one can look at me and say, well, you didn't give it enough time. Fuck you. I gave it like plenty of time, and that game was just bad. And the reason it was bad was because it got rushed out the door to meet the holiday release or whatever the fuck, you know. So this half-ass game comes out that was just bad, you know, and we're creeping up on the fucking 9 months since release mark ish, I think, and they came out with season 1, and like it's still a bad game. It's still bad. I'm like, God. So you know, this whole DLC model and all this kind of shit. I almost feel like it just gives companies an excuse to push a game out, and they're like, well, we'll fix it in a patch later, or we'll fix it in the first DLC. I'm like, no, like, I want a game that's complete. You know, look at the way Nintendo does business, right? Like, have you ever played a Zelda game that felt half-assed? Like, I never have, you know. Or like, have you ever played a Mario game that just feels like, oh, this sucks, it's half-assed? Fuck no, you know, because they don't release their shit until it's ready, you know. And then you might get some content like kind of after the fact, but like, it's not like, okay, well, let's wait for Mario Sunshine, you know, season 1 to come out. Like, that shit doesn't happen. Why am I talking about this? I should be talking about Batman. This is what happens when the credits are forever long. I start running out of things to talk about, so I just start talking about whatever pops in my head until the credits stop. Oh, I didn't talk about the music. The music is very, very good in this game. You know what the music reminds me of? And this is kind of the same for all 3 games. I don't know if the same studio did the music for all these, but it really invokes that old Batman the Animated Series music. So whoever did the score for that cartoon, like, you can really hear it here in these games. And also kind of the music from the Dark Knight trilogy movies. Like, there's some kind of similar overtones there. And really, I would argue the Dark Knight trilogy music not stole, but, you know, paid an homage of sorts to Batman the Animated Series with some of the tones and scoring. So I don't think I've played a Batman game that I thought had bad music. I mean, my Batman game experience is pretty much limited to these games. Like, I've only really played, you know, all the Asylum games and them, or not Asylum, all the Arkham games. And I kind of dimly remember playing the I think it was the Sega Genesis Batman. No, Nintendo Batman video game, that 2D game. And that's all I remember. I know there's other Batman games out there for sure, but I don't think a lot of them are good, unfortunately. I think that's just kind of the curse of that was the curse of Batman for a long time, is there just wasn't good Batman games. Thankfully, that's been, you know, rectified nowadays, thanks to, well, the Arkham games. I can't wait for Arkham Knight or Arkham City. Fuck, Arkham. Yeah, no, I was right. Arkham Knights. That's confusing. Like, oh, I'm playing Arkham Knight. Oh, the new one? No, the old game. Because there's Arkham Knight and Arkham Knights, which is dumb. But I guess spoiler alert if you haven't seen the trailers, but I guess Batman's dead in that game, because like I saw a trailer where it had like a tombstone of Bruce Wayne. I'm like, Batman's dead? What? You know, one thing I was thinking about looking at that trailer, because you play as Batgirl and you play as Robin, and I always think about kind of the like logistics of some of the actions they do in the game. And or no, it's not Robin, it's Nightwing. So Nightwing has these 2 clubs, right? He doesn't have wings, I don't think, that I remember. So I'm like, how does he not fall to his death? Like, does he grapple onto something and like save himself from falling? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure how that works with that character. And he's in the Arkham City DLC, but I never played it. So, well, hell, I didn't really finish that game either, because like it ended and then it spit me out as Catwoman, and I was like, I don't want to play this. I just stopped playing it. Moved on to the next game. Maybe one day I'll do a full gameplay of that. Probably not. Probably not gonna happen. Alright, I don't know if I want to ramble on to these credits for this whole time. I think I'm just gonna turn off my camera and mic, and I'll just come back when it's over. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I got nothing else to talk about, so I'll be back. We'll be back after these messages. New Game Plus. Take out on story. Whatever. Alternative Batman outfits. Nice.
Figured you'd be by sooner or later. And what happens if I don't sign?
You rot in here, or you work for me.
It's been a long night, Alfred. Why don't you turn in?
Wouldn't dream of it, sir. Not until you're back safe and sound.
Well, if you're sure you're up for it, I've got a few loose ends to tie up out here, and I could use your help.
You can count on it. And when you get home, we can finally have that Christmas dinner I've been keeping warm for you for our breakfast.
I'm kind of curious what the alternative costumes are, but oh well, whatever. I'm done. I'll never play this game again. That's not true. I'll play it again someday, probably. All right. Well, I've enjoyed going through this again. So if anyone made it this far, throw me a like, throw me a comment, and I guess that's what you're supposed to say on YouTube videos. And with that being said, next game up is Arkham Knight. Yeah, Arkham Knight. That'll be the next game. I'll probably start that tomorrow. Regardless of when I post it on the internet, who the hell knows? But I'll start that tomorrow morning, and then I think once that's done, then the only other Arkham game is the new one that's not even out yet. So, all right, well, I'll see you for Arkham Knight. So I'm out. I'll see you when I see you.